guys, let's first check out my physique update. So the vegan thing is going really well. I'm still on it, and I'll keep going. It's feeling really good. Definitely made some progress in the last week. I'm looking a lot leaner overall. Still aiming for a much leaner physique, but I'm definitely on track and I'm pretty happy. I'm working out pretty well now with high intensity, and I very rarely will get that adrenal fatigue or anxiety crash, like maybe once every 3 weeks or something now. It feels so nice, guys, to have gone through what I went through and now back to myself and being able to work out like I do now again. It's such a blessing. You forget how blessed you are to be fit, and I'm definitely being reminded of that going through this whole thing. I'll link my physique update videos up here. You can check those out and compare how I've looked in the last 2 months since I started this fitness journey back to the peak shape of my life. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about a tabooed subject regarding adrenal fatigue and anxiety. I don't think this is talked about very much online on the YouTube channels of anxiety and adrenal fatigue. But I do believe that this is something pretty common for those who are going through like adrenal fatigue or anxiety and panic attacks. So I thought I would share so that I could bring, reassurance and ease to you guys so that somebody else who's going through it is going through the same thing. And I will also share what I did to help myself recover from it. I am not a doctor or a therapist, and I'm not even a certified coach for these sorts of things, but I do have a channel because I have experienced this horribly for a whole year, and I did so much research and I kept track of my recovery, and I'm a very self-aware person, so I have very good memories of what things felt like to me when I was going through it and what I did to get better. And I just want to share that with those of you who are also going through it. Hopefully it will bring you some information and reassurance and ease. Definitely do your own research. Don't ever take just my word for it or anybody else's word for it, for that matter. Just use this as a reference, a research type of tool, but I would definitely do my own research because that's what I did. I didn't just take people's word for it on YouTube. Although a lot of people who did share their experiences did help me after I did my own research. All right. Okay. So that being said, here's the tabooed subject. Although it's not really taboo for me, I just figured it's taboo for some people. It has to do with sex and masturbation. Okay. So when I was going through the adrenal fatigue and anxiety and panic disorder, I went through a period where I could not have vigorous sex or masturbation. And AKA, those are the good kind, right? So it sucked because after I would orgasm, I would get weak, jittery, antsy, anxious, and I would tremble, my body would tremble, my muscles would tremble. It felt very much like when I would do, interval training or like super intense strength training, and I was pushing myself past the limit. While I was going through this, the same symptoms would happen to me. So now this is not, anxiety or panic attacks from psychological issues like I had sexual trauma or sexual abuse. No, I've not had sexual abuse or trauma. I love sex. I have a very healthy relationship with it. It's just that the physical act, the physical exertion of sex caused those symptoms. It's very much like I mean, sex is a workout, especially if you're, you know, going at it. It's a cardiovascular workout. You could look that up on Google. It's pretty common knowledge that, you know, sexual activity is considered like exercise. So the same way that the adrenal fatigue and anxiety and panic that was affecting my fitness and exercise, it directly affected my my sex and masturbation. It lasted like severely 2-3 months, like in the midst of the worst part of this whole health crisis I went through. Every time I orgasm, whether it was sex or masturbation, I would just crash and have those symptoms. This is what I did. And it's no different than any other part of the adrenal fatigue and anxiety recovery. Okay, I had to ease off. Yes, it sucked. And I had to just do what, you know, my body felt okay with. If you exercised every day and they gave you anxiety, then you would have to tune it back. Like, you know, try 3 times a week. If it's too much, then 1 time a week. So I did that same thing with masturbation and sex. I would lower the frequency, and if I was still getting the symptoms, I would lower it more. It really sucked because, you know, as a guy, you get super, you know, and, you know, you get frustrated. But the crash of overdoing it was not worth it. It was setting me back. So I had to really have self-control, literally, and just pull it back a little bit, a lot actually in the beginning, and then allow my body to heal along with all the other things that I've talked about on my videos. If you haven't checked them out, I will link the link up here. You can check out the other things that I did to help me recover from this health crisis that I went through, and it's a lot of the same things I did for just the general overall recovery worked obviously with the sexual and the sexual exhaustion part of it. So yeah, so if you're going through it, I totally get it. I went through it. For me, because the adrenal fatigue and anxiety was what I was going through, caused those symptoms. If you've gotten checked out by your doctor, everything's fine, and you know that what you're going through is anxiety or adrenal fatigue or hormonal imbalance or panic attacks, then, and you're having these symptoms when you're having sex or masturbation, then yes, that is exactly what I went through. And the good news is it does get better, just like with everything else. As soon as I took care of myself, daily routines, starting with smaller workouts, working myself back up, stretching, meditation, breathing exercises, taking the right kind of supplements, taking enough rest, eating well and eating frequently, never get too full, never get too hungry. Check out my other videos because I go into details on all these other helpful tips. This is just a video about this particular not often discussed symptom because it has to do with sex, and I guess a lot of people think sex is like weird to talk about. Not me, because I'm totally don't have an issue. I definitely feel you if you're going through it. It's so frustrating because sex is pleasure, and now you've got this like weird anxiety mixed with pleasure, and it fucking sucks. But be patient, be consistent, heal yourself, be nice to yourself, rest, do what you can to recover. You will slowly and gradually recover, because I totally did. And I really had it bad, guys. Like, there was moments where I thought, yeah, I'm just gonna fall over and, you know, pass out now. But I came back. So that's the video for today, and I hope you enjoyed watching me and my videos and spending time with me. Please give me a like if you're liking my videos, and also feel free to comment on your experience with this. Maybe you've had other symptoms that has to do with this. Share them with me and other people who are watching my videos. Subscribe if you haven't done so. It's gonna really help me launch my channel forward. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video. Okay, bye.